Joining us now are two executives with Origin Clear, stock symbol OCLN. Via Skype with us is Tom Marchesello. He's the Vice President of Modular Water Systems. Tom, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And with me, of course, the Dean of Water, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry, the CEO of the company. Always a pleasure.
You were going to call me the Sultan of Water.
Well, the Sultan of Water, the Dean of Water, the Sultan of H2O. We have so many titles for you.
Thank you.
But you have a special document for us this week.
Indeed I do. And you know that today is World Water Day.
That's right.
And in fact, the EPA just came out today saying that 1 to 3 million deaths a year worldwide are attributed to dirty water.
I didn't know that.
It's horrendous. And so while there's all kinds of political jousting about it,
Right.
one thing we know is we got to clean the water. And centralized facilities will not do it fast enough.
Right.
It's going to take decades, and who's got the money? So I have a declaration of water independence, which essentially says that we are promoting the self-sufficiency in water treatment that is embodied by our own technology and by this fabulous thing called Modular Water Systems, which Tom is going to talk about.
Well, Tom, Modular Water Systems is spoken of so highly on this program. Tell us about what you guys are doing.
Yeah, thank you very much. Modular Water Systems is really an incredibly innovative company that's kind of taken the traditional water industry for everything from wastewater to clean water and kind of modularized it, made it kind of the Model T Ford of cars for water industry, right? So what you want to do is basically speed up all that engineering process and build all the stuff at the factory, then deliver finished product at a job site and install it ready to go. And what that does, it cuts down on a lot of expense for the people building facilities and gives them really well-engineered products that are ready to go.
Well, basically, when you get on location, you're plug and play and ready to go, correct?
That's the idea. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of engineering that goes into it ahead of time, and then we customize things at the factory. But by the time it shows up, it's like Lego blocks. You stick them together, connect the hoses and tubes, and turn them on.
And it's scalable virtually for any size project that's needed?
Ideally, yeah. There's certainly the sweet spot where we think it's really good for like corporate and industrial, kind of level projects. And then basically you can add more units to make them larger to handle more capacity.
Well, Riggs, as always, you've got some pretty good people surrounding your company.
Well, yes, and Tom, in fact, last week I told you about this big lead that we got from this hotel chain. Well, Tom's the guy who brought that one in, and he's also literally, I think yesterday, Tom, you put out your first $200,000 bid, so I guess you got some deal flow.
Yeah, actually there's a lot of deal flow, and it's more just about processing properly and getting back to the engineering groups. We're in a good position of working business to business, so we're working with professional, engineering firms as well as professional groups like hotels and construction firms, and so they've got really sizable budgets and they have a lot of projects in the pipeline. They're really just looking for a better, faster, cheaper way to handle this particular issue around water.
Well, faster is really the issue because the water industry as a whole has moved at a snail's pace, correct?
It's been difficult. There's been a traditional way of doing business wrapped around municipal bond funding. And so what's happened as all the laws have gotten more stringent around, ecological solutions, they've pushed some of that work back downstream to the companies doing the build out. And they say, well, why don't you handle the water systems as opposed to waiting for us to, connect you to the main pipe for the city. So it's just an issue of an evolution of how things have changed.
Tom's very diplomatic when he says it's been difficult.
Well, he's right that structurally, municipal bonds, the whole financing of central systems, it's not the water industry's fault. That's been the model.
Right.
But now it's being pushed out to the edge, and it's an opportunity for us, just like when mainframes turned into PCs, and we have a multi-trillion-dollar industry as a result. That's where we're at.
Once again, Origin Clear, OCLN, Tom Marchesello, Riggs Eckelberry. Guys, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a great day.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.